Good afternoon and welcome to Sai Interviews. And today we are back with one more successful and dynamic entrepreneur. She is Mrs. Shikha Kaushal. So I'm very happy to introduce her because I'm one of the happiest customer of her, and she's a very good designer by herself. And today what I wore is also designed by her only. I actually bought it in a discount sale from her. so so nice, ma'am. Today having you. Namaste. Welcome, ma'am. So let me introduce Shikha Kaushal. She's a university gold medalist from Dayal Bagh University, Agra. She has done her PG in textiles designing, and actually, she had this dream of becoming a designer from childhood. It's not, she grown and then become a, designer. It was her childhood dream to become a designer, and she was also into. She worked with many industries, textile companies, and then after that, she had this desire to start her own firm or company where she established Shikha Fabs, which is very near to us in Kondapur, Hyderabad. So, and one more interesting thing, what I understood from yesterday's discussion is her mother is a psychologist, psychology teacher. So that was very, happy for me because daughter of a psychologist and working with the customers to make them happy with the nice designs and things. So, ma'am, today, and one more thing I wanted to mention here is she actually empowers many women. She helps and guides women to become entrepreneurs in the field of designing and textiles. And her daughter is also studying in NIFT Delhi to become one more successful entrepreneur in coming future. Very happy, ma'am. Very happy. And really, Shikha Kaushal doesn't work for money, doesn't work for customers, earning customers numbers, but she works to build her confidence as a woman, and also she works to get that happiness in the life. So it's so nice to have you here today because our counselors and psychologists, they are very much interested to learn about the psychology behind dressing. So, ma'am, before even we start about the psychology of designing and textiles, can we understand about your professional journey? What made you like this today?
Ma'am, as you yourself told me that I wanted to be a designer. See, as a woman, I never wanted to be just a housewife. So that was since childhood my dream that I wanted to be a businesswoman only. So not like a regular job doing 9 to 5 job or something like that. So and I was creative from childhood also. I was creative enough to get this profession in my life. So my journey, like I did my graduation, everything from UP, and after that I got admission. That was also a tough competition to get admission in Jalgaon University. So there also entrance, I got first rank in the entrance exam as well for textile, doing PG in Jalgaon University, and I was a gold medalist as ma'am you also mentioned. So I was the topper of my university. After that, I worked few years Delhi, some sports house, and then I got married in 1998, and I came to Hyderabad, and I worked as a designer in Kalanji and more reputed boutiques and food places here. So, anyways, I wanted to be a businesswoman always. So, for few years, we were there in US. We collected some money because we wanted to start our business. So, I thought I could have some backup. So, after coming from US, I started my business here in 2003. So, when I started, it was a very, very small company, like a very small room, just the half table of the printing, block printing, and with the one worker. It was a very gradual. See, now it is 21 years of my business. So 21 years now, I have two stores there, and almost more than 40 people, 40 workers, very happy workers. They are working with me, and almost those who started working, they are since 10 years, 12 years, they are working with me. Still, they are working. And the same with the customers also. The customers who are coming to me for last 20 years, still they are my customers, and they are coming to Shikhas Fab very happily. So I have that. It was a struggle also. It was not so easy because we were new to Hyderabad. So, and the language issues and all those things. And 25 years before, it was little tough. Now, still we can see a cosmopolitan city. But that time it was little tough for us. But somehow, because I was very much passionate about my business, and as you also mentioned that I never work for money. It was my passion. It was my happiness. I feel so happy when I work here, work with my colors. So that is the ultimate thing which I feel I am getting with my work. So that is the main thing, ma'am.
Right, right, right. Very good, very good. So it's a very happy journey according to me because you wanted to do something and you were really your desire from childhood and you went into that university, you got the opportunity and better half is very supportive and then you're moving forward.
So a businessman, and the same time we started 2003, started our business. Now he is also running a software company with 700 employees with him.
Right. So nice. So good to understand about Shikha Fabs, how humbly it started and today it's here. Ma'am, understanding the psychology of the customers, understanding the needs of the customers, or understanding the demands of the customers, how do you maintain that relationships? Because human beings are very complex. It's very tough to retain a customer nowadays because we see at Sudisha Counseling Center and we, as a small center, but still it's very tough to maintain someone, coming back again and again. So, how do you maintain the customer relationship?
Yes, ma'am. That is the actually the toughest thing, the customer relationship. So this is my training to my all the designers also, even all the employees also. See, for us, everything is customers. So sometimes even my designers and these people also complain me about customers, about their behavior. So the first thing what I tell them, see, you have to be polite with them each and every time. You cannot argue with the customer. You have to understand them patiently what actually they need. Sometimes even if they are not up to the mark, they are wrong. But your duty as a business person, as a designer, or as an employer, you have to understand those things and be polite and very humble with the customer. So that even I have seen my designers, and maybe you must have also noticed with my designers as you are a very regular customer to us. So that is the main thing we have to maintain with the customer. And I also keep giving them training to how to behave with those persons so that they keep coming. So first thing, we are giving them value for money. That is one very major thing. We are not charging so high with the customer. So that is the one reason people are coming to us again and again. One another point is that we are very much quality conscious. So the value what we are a customer is paying to us, we are very much quality conscious. Each and everything they keep checking. That is what we are retaining our customers back. So
Very
yeah, yeah. So value for money and behavior. The major point is behavior also. Those who are working with us, they have to be very polite with the customer.
good. So you are trying to understand the psychology of a customer and trying to make them happy, make them comfortable, make them, feel like coming back to you again and again.
Yes, ma'am.
So nice, ma'am. In the business, because psychology play a very basic role and important role in any business, as you say, you train your, employees for that. That's so nice. And coming back to the next, maybe question, and we want to understand because there are so many people nowadays say I started a boutique, I have a boutique. They will be like very normal people and suddenly they say I started a boutique. So like who is a textile designer? Like professionally speaking, who is a textile designer? What should be their degree?
But textile designer is in very basic words, those who design textiles. So it may be about the sketching, it may be the designing on the cloth. So finally is outcome on the cloth what we are wearing the clothes. The print on that, the weaving on that, making a thread, making a woven fabric, and then getting the printing done basically from the thread to a complete product, a fabric. That is the textile designer. So in our degree also we are taught about the threads, about weaves, about designing, sketching, printing, the different process of printing, and final outcome, a fabric should be ready for a fashion designer. So we are the base of a fashion designer, this textile designer. So first work is the textile designer, then comes the fashion designer. So we prepare a base for a fashion designer.
Right, right. So, ma'am, if someone is interested in designing, someone learn, their maybe color choices or designing and everything, do you think they can be called as a textile designer? Or do you think there should be a proper professional degree to become a textile designer?
See, ma'am, if someone has creativity in herself or himself, he or she can be a designer. That is very true. It is never necessary that they have to be a proper degree. The degree, benefit of a degree is few technical things are there which we are learning through our degree. And one more major point is that we get the confidence that we have a particular degree from a good institute. That is also the major why people are running behind IITs and all. Just because they have a proper tag to grow in their grow for their future. So degree is as well important, but basic thing is the creativity which lies inside us.
So you mean to say that anybody, like someone who is good in designing and wanted to really do something can also become a designer?
Yes, ma'am. I have few examples in our industry also those who doesn't have any degree.
Ma'am, your voice is not audible, ma'am. Yeah, थोड़ा set कर लीजिए. हाँ.
So, like, I have few examples in our industry also, those who don't have any degree, but they are doing so good in this textile field. Even in Hyderabad, I know a person, Sauran Shah. Like that, there are few persons. So, degree is important just to give us confidence and technical knowledge.
Right, right. मैम थोड़ा आपका वॉइस चेक कर लीजिए. It is on and off sometimes, so just yeah. Um, so do you think um, ma'am, you can unmute yourself because it's muted. Yes, ma'am. So do you think there is, as we see psychology is everywhere and in every part of our life, psychology is there hidden. So in dressing, in designing also psychology is hidden, what is I believe. So what do you say about it?
See, definitely, ma'am. See, everything depends on wearing clothes. It depends on our mood. If we are in very jolly mood and very happy, we always try to select bright colors and big colors. And even when we are going to a shop and we want to select, if it is a festive season, if it is a marriage, so that is our cheerful mood. We go to a shop and we always tell the always tell the salesperson that show us some bright colors, yellow, reds, and those kind of things. So that is our some cheerful mood, some happiness, which is leading us to those colors. Sometimes there is we are in sad mood or something. We always prefer dull colors only. So definitely the psychology is there in behind our mood. This selecting the colors. Even the customers I have seen, those who are very old ladies, they sometimes if sometimes I've seen old, they are old but they are very energetic, very and they always I have seen they always prefer the bright colors only, though they are above 60 or 70. That is because they are very cheerful and very energetic ladies. It's not
Hmm.
dull lady or something. Even though they are 30, 40, they always select browns, little grays and those kind of clothes. So
Yes,
that definitely depends on their mood, their behavior, everything.
right. Ma'am, I agree, 100% agree for it because when I am dull and low, I prefer dark colors. And then when I'm very happy and very, joyful, then I go for light pink, cream colors and stuff. Yes, ma'am. Colors and designs really matters a lot in dressing. So we want to understand more from you. So as you said, aged women or aged people also have they select the brighter colors. So, but how do you consider age in designing the clothes, ma'am? Do you consider ages also?
Yes, ma'am. Yes, ma'am. Whenever we are starting the dyeing process, because our product is starting in this dyeing only, so when I am selecting the colors, a particular like concept I'm starting. So first thing I select the colors and I keep in mind if it is above 40, it is above 50, or this is for the youngster. So whenever I start designing, my first thing is considering the age for which age group I am designing these clothes. So depending on the age group and depending on the even on the like cultural things also. See, if it is I'm designing for the South region, I know the taste of how South Indian people they love what kind of colors. So that is also age plus region. Both
Region.
both the things matter for designing the color. After that, even when I am selecting the blouse for my designing, so that time also I always prefer to little old ladies, they always prefer small block or small designs. If youngsters are there, they always prefer little bold or those kind of designs, little contemporary designs. So that always depends for what age group, what kind of people we are designing. That is the first point we have to keep in our mind.
Okay.
Starting any product.
So when you start designing a concept, it's not that just randomly you select the concept. No, you think whether it is for youngsters, whether it is for middle age, or whether it is for old age. Then based on that, you take the concept and colors also.
Yes, even the fabric selection is also as per the age group.
Hmm.
If it is more comfortable fabric for normally for elder people, we always prefer maximum comfortable fabric. There should be most comfortable fabric. For youngsters, they need the fashion and they need little trendy. They will manage even if it is not comfortable also. So
Yes. Yes.
is also one thing which we keep in mind before.
Yeah, yeah. As you said, old age people, they need a lot of comfort. They have more of health issues or more of that, skin sensitivity to the rashes and stuff. So you are very careful about the selection of, clothes also. That's very nice, ma'am. We never think that you people designers think so much about us, but it's very nice to understand that there is psychology so much hidden behind designing. And how about coming back? I heard that in US, when during pregnancy itself, if it is a girl baby, they have that pink blast and pink balloons. If it is a baby boy, they have the blue balloons and blue blast and everything. And there is a suspense party, like sudden party, and then they will disclose that it's a boy and girl. So what I'm trying to say is, from the beginning, when the child is born, based on the gender, colors are separate. Pinks and blues. So, as a designer, how do you look at gender as a factor for selection of design and color?
Yes, fancy for girls, we always prefer, and it is the mentality also. We always the cute colors, pastel tones, cute colors for the girls, as girls are considered very delicate. Right, for boys, blues, grays, all these colors are preferred because boys, maybe in all the culture, are little not that delicate as we prefer the girls. So always the cute colors are preferred for the girls.
Yeah.
Boys, blues, grays, blacks, these are the colors for the boys. Nowadays, anyways, this gender thing is little less. Everyone is wearing every color. Even for men's also, when we are seeing pink, purples, all these colors are coming. So now the fashion sense has changed. Everyone is wearing all the colors. But yeah, in general, we always think it is for a boy or it is for a girl. And accordingly, only we select the colors.
Right, right. And any design preference for girls separate and boys separate, ma'am? Because we see men or boys wearing only stripes and checks. But when it comes to girls, it's like more of flowers and leaves and those things. So is there any difference in that way also?
That means also, ma'am, the same thing what I am, girls are considered to be very delicate, sweet and like that. So we are taking florals, pastels, this kind of design. For girls mostly, for boys mostly symmetricals. But nowadays the trend has completely. For boys also all florals are coming. So
Acha.
like little versatile now, not
Ah,
like so we are preferring, but still there is a separation for designing for boys because with florals all the boys will, but stripes and geometrical each and every boy will. So those who have better fashion sense or they want to look little trendy, they will prefer florals and all those things. But that also again depends on the psychology of that particular boy. If
hmm.
little more trendy, he is little bold in himself, he will prefer those floral or pastel colors also.
Got it.
It
Got
is the
it.
human psychology, his psychology only, what how he wants to look.
Yes, yes. So as you said, the generation is changing and the, gender differences are little, now mixing together. And it's okay for a boy to wear lighter colors with floral design nowadays to look more trendy. Hmm. Yes, yes, ma'am. I found this difference in my children also. Right. So now coming to the children, because every mother, every father, like whoever the parents, they spend a lot of time in choosing the clothing for a child. Very young children, I'm talking about maybe around below 6 years of children. So for them, um, again, as a designer, what factors you consider, what designs you select, what colors you prefer to for a below 6 years children, very young kids.
Man, first thing so we always talk to customer because we need a basic input from a customer. So we ask few questions from them. First thing we always ask them their budget, their occasion, what is the occasion, for what occasion you are looking for, what is your budget, or any particular theme in their mind. Sometimes the customer is coming with some theme in their mind. Okay, these are the basic two, three questions we ask the customer based on their input. If they have a birthday and if they have a very big birthday celebration, we suggest them like that only. So these are the basic three things we always consider, and according to their preference, we suggest them the patterns and designs.
Right, right. So you consider their budget, their condition, and then you give the colors.
Yes, yes. And their basic choice also, because someone goes to prefer in the bright color, so we will suggest them those kind of combinations also. Even dresses, they want traditional dress, that also the basic input with the questions we take from them first. They want traditional or they want modern, what kind of celebration they have to do. So all these things we have to consider before designing anything.
Right. Great. Really good, ma'am, because it's not business is not just having a product and selling it, and it's more than that, and it's so many factors you're considering for different ages, different genders, and different occasions. So it's very insightful discussion with you. Maybe a few more questions, 5 to 7 minutes more, we will talk.
Yes,
Uh, so coming to the combinations, because when we see the color combinations you use for different dress material also, I see very striking combinations when I come to your Shikha Fabs. So how do you select these color combinations?
that color combination selection is two ways. One thing is I always keep observing the customers when they're buying the things, what kind of colors customers are preferring. So that I always keep in my mind that this is the choice of the customer. And another thing is my personal touch also. See, being a North Indian, we normally prefer little pastels and bright colors. So, but my business is in Hyderabad. So when I decide any color, I keep both the things in my mind. I keep the north touch also, and I keep the south customers touch also. So sometimes people are praising for my combinations, and they always come here and say, "Yeah, yeah, we are finding the touch of both south and north here." So that is, I find it a plus point for me. And customers are also happy seeing our combination just because we have both the combination here. The South blend.
Right. So you consider both and then region and
Yes,
the local touch also you give.
yes.
Right. Ma'am, I see that, we admire the nature and we look for the beauty in the nature. And whoever is a designer, like it is not in this textile designing, but in every walks of our life, when we design something, nature comes into picture because designs come from nature only, spirals ho, branches ho, or curved lines. So, as a designer, do you see the nature or do you consider the nature when you are designing clothes or color combinations?
Yes,
What nature play a role?
ma'am, very, very vast role is there because when, and especially for our block printing, when I go somewhere, I'm seeing good flowers or something, I keep in my mind those flowers or anything, and based on those flowers, sometimes I'm doing one collection only based on the flowers or those natural flowers. We are visiting a temple. Sometimes we are taking a collection only on those temples based only those wheels or those chakras, all those things. So whenever we are going as a designer, we are going outside and anything like is we are feeling attractive to that thing. We always think that we have to see this thing on our design. So nature definitely anything comes from nature only, and we as a designer also every time keeps our eyes open. Even color combinations also, if we are going somewhere out and we are finding even in the flowers also we are, so we always think, oh, next combination for the sari has to be this only. It's looking so pretty and very unique.
Right, right. So you always try to find the combinations and colors and designs in the nature and bring them to the textiles
Yes.
because God is the greatest designer. हाँ
But
उनसे ज्यादा तो डिजाइनर कोई नहीं रहता.
get inspiration from there.
So, what is a customer psychology, ma'am? When they come to your store, maybe me also, when someone comes to your store, you have so much of, so many variations, so many designs, many things are there. But then, what is there in the customer? What is a customer psychology when they come to your store?
See, ma'am, as if I talk about only particular about Shikhas Fab, I feel customers when they come, they want a designer stuff, but at the same time with a not very high budget.
Hmm.
Because if we go to other places and we want a designer stuff, you have to spend a lot. So our customer base and our what reading for the customer also same thing we are giving a designer stuff which everyone can afford.
Mm-hmm.
I, like we can, it's not like a normal tailor and it's not like a very hi-fi designer. So
Right.
like us who are middle class, they want to wear a good stuff. So that is our, even our designers also. People come to us, we can do it directly with the tailors also. People come, they can give the, and they can save maybe the 100, 200 rupees if they're giving directly to the tailor. But we have our middle layer, which is designer. So our designer suggests them. We have all kind of customers just because we are understanding the customers. This is especially for those middle class customers, those who want value for. So
So,
yeah,
so you mean to say people, the customer psychology is they want less price and more quality.
yes, yes. So it is maybe 10, 20% they have to spend more than a regular person, but they are happy. I have ma'am few customers, they are above 55, 60. Now they want to change their style because they are bored with those typical style of dresses. This because here in South people are more traditional. So now when they see yeah some North Indian, that plus point we are always getting from the customer, that benefit being a North Indian and doing the business in Hyderabad. That is one the plus point I always find. So they are very happy when we design some little Indo-Western outfit for them. And they feel when they wear, they're happy. Yeah, my husband appreciated because I'm wearing something different, not very trendy also, and suiting to their age group also. And they want some change. So that is the thing we understand their psychology. They discuss with us. See, I want to look little different, little. I don't want to look like 50. I want to look like 40. So that God understand those customers and design them in a decent style, and they become very happy. Yes, yes. So that is their psychology only.
Right, right, right.
Everyone wants to be seen young only.
So now we are coming to the last question. Ma'am, I see many times this discount sales, and I see in your place also. What is the, why people want to buy during discount sale? आपके तरफ से as an entrepreneur, what do you consider, or why do you actually have the discount sale? Because it's playing with the mind of a person. If I am right, it's like not attracting people, but bringing catching people, and also trying to make them buy the things. If it is a discount sale, we automatically go there. So what is the psychology of discount? Because I am also fond of it. I think this is discount sale.
Yes,
Hmm?
ma'am.
Yeah, ma'am.
But this is the every each and every person that even for us also when we see somewhere with a discount, so we also go. Sometimes these are genuine discounts also, sometimes this is just to play the mind as we see. So both the ways are there. So see, discount sales are the two reasons. Sometimes we do clearance sale, that is just that because we want new fashion to come in our store. So what we have to do, whatever is a little older stock, we have to clear that stock. So that is one point we need to keep the discount sale because customer has to get new stock, then only that old stock will go on. That is also there. Sometimes with the pleasure we give, that is the festive discount. That is not that old stock we clear. That is just because we want customers to come more, and sometimes we want more rotation also. That is also so. There are so many points to keep the discount sales, and definitely we have more sale while the discount time. Uh, so people are happy buying. We are also happy seeing the customers buying more stuff. They are happy. We are happy.
Right, right, right. That little discount will, help you to sell more, and as a customer, we buy more.
Yes,
That's it's. And ma'am, I see. I'm not sure on your tags, but when we see the price of anything, generally it is like 999 and 99. So why this nines, ma'am?
ma'am.
Is
That
there
is again
psychology behind it or something very
a very big in all the products, not in the fashion industry. All the products that is again the payment psychology. And keeping it 1,000 rupees.
आपका वॉइस नहीं आ रहा मैम थोड़ा चले जा रहा है बीच में हाँ या जस्ट सेट इट हाँ
Again, the same thing, ma'am. That 999 psychology is also a very big thing. Each and every, even I read before keeping it why we have to keep this, because that is again that human tendency. When it comes to four figures, it is 1,000. They will consider it as a huge amount. But only 1 rupee, I have to make it less, and they will think, okay, it is 999. Everyone knows this is 1,000 rupees only, but somehow they are happy buying in 999.
it's again the
Triple nine.
psychology of a person.
This is again that depends. This is completely combined that psychology and these rates.
Yeah, because I generally try to understand why this 1 rupee less, but still we see 900 only. It's not 900, 1,000 rupees only. But this 1 rupee makes a lot of difference in
We
when you.
always say 9. If it is 999, we will always tell. Even if you see a product, you will say, yeah, it is 900 something. You will not say 1,000 rupees, though 999 is there. So
Yes.
mindset will be, yeah, it is 9 figure.
Mm.
So that is there. Each and every retail store keeps the same strategy.
Yeah, we also.
Yes.
When I give the price for my some training or something, there also I use this triple line formula.
So sometimes I read this theory about that. Though the same thing I found why it is being kept.
Any story, ma'am? Can you tell us? Just
No,
one
like
story.
that only. I just wanted to understand because earlier I was not keeping 999. It was the flat rate 1650 something like that. So we discussed at our workshop. No, we should keep 999. So I thought I should also understand why this is there. So that I have read. No, that is the human psychology. They will read 9, not 1,000.
1,000. Very good, ma'am. So, what would be your message to the public who are listening to it? Because there is, as we discussed for 40 minutes, more than 40 minutes, in each of your step, when you are tying, when you are dyeing, when you are printing, when you are designing, when you are stitching, when you are tagging it, everywhere you are considering the psychology of a human being and you are designing. So, what is your message to our general public when they are, trying to select a clothes?
Ma'am, there are two things. One thing I will tell from the designer point of view. Nowadays, see, I'm seeing so many designers. They are leaving their profession, and I will tell, as you mentioned, that my daughter also, she's a NIFT graduate. She has completed her graduation, but she left this field and joined software company. Just because, ma'am, designers are not getting what they should get.
Hmm.
Very less paid designers. So from designer point of view to the general public, I want to tell this thing, that if you want to wear a designer stuff, somewhere the designer should be appreciated and they should get that cost, so that they have studied so much. They
Hmm.
are in fact serving people to wear good clothes. So they should not be considered as a tailor or just making clothes.
Yeah.
And from public point of view also, if I want to see for designers also, people are leaving this job, just they are not entering into this field. I am into this field just because I never wanted money. As I told earlier, I feel so happy when I'm working as a profession, being a lady. For us, the best thing is that we have to be happy, then only we can make our family happy. If I am not good at my job, I am not happy at my profession, my family can never be happy. So
Yes.
being a lady, though, definitely we have to be happy. And for general public, I will tell just this: designers ko please give more respect to the designers. And while choosing the clothes, definitely you choose the clothes, but when if it is a designer wear, please ready to pay a little more what you are paying to the a regular product.
Right. Very good, ma'am. So, and now we have all the psychologists and professionals listening to it. Many counselors are around and they will be listening to this live show little later. Last question. How can this, psychology of designing or, this knowledge of dressing will help to be a better professional? See, if I want to look as a better professional, what knowledge I should have about dressing, ma'am? Last question.
Ma'am, knowledge, see, this sometimes it comes with the regular, your peers, or you are seeing your surroundings, or even the designers, if you're going to a boutique or somewhere, they will suggest you that knowledge. See, it's a professional knowledge. But yeah, that definitely gives you a lot of confidence. If you're wearing a professional, if you are into a software company and you are wearing some coats and those things, definitely that comes confidence in us. We are into this field, if we are every time wearing these ethnic fabrics and all those, that gives confidence to us. So that is like maybe seeing the surroundings only you have to learn. But definitely each and every person, those who are in any profession, any good profession, they have to consider what they are wearing. That helps in giving us and building our self confidence.
Yes. So dressing makes a lot of difference in your
Lot of difference, lot of, if we are wearing someday a very nice cloth, automatically that is seen our behavior. And once someone has appreciated you for that, the whole day is successful. And we are always in that confidence, yes, we are wearing a very good cloth.
Yes, ma'am. Yes, ma'am. True. Because if we wear something wrong and then iron ye ya kuch hua, so that whole day will be gone.
Yes, and we are not confident, though we have knowledge for our subject, all the knowledge, everything we have, but somewhere back of mind our clothes will be in there, that
Yes.
yes, something is wrong with us and we are not that much confident just because of clothes. So that plays a very important role.
Yes, ma'am. Yes, ma'am. Thank you so much. And we have one or two people who want to ask question. We'll take the question and close the show. I
Yes.
think Lata ji, you asked send a request for question. You can unmute yourself and then you can ask the question. Yes, yes, please.
Yes. Good afternoon, Geeta ma'am. Good afternoon, Shikha ma'am.
Hello, ma'am.
Congratulations, first of all.
Oh, sorry, you're on mute. Yes, yes.
I unmuted. Is my voice audible now?
Yes, yes.
Good afternoon, everyone. And Geeta ma'am has actually covered up almost all the questions that are to be there. But then, like I felt I need to first appreciate that, your job is to make people happy and also improve people's self-esteem, which is extremely important. So, great job on that. My question is, every business or every organization or a person, everyone has ethics, right? And we all run by that. We all perform our day-to-day activities having ethics. So, as such, what do you think should be ideal for a person who is, especially a fashion designer in India, perhaps having so much of a culture in terms of our handlooms and handcrafts, hand paints, everything to do with our culture? How much should a how much should our citizens as well as people like you who have a great responsibility in empowering our artisans, because like it is only when a professional like you promote handlooms that people will look into handlooms in a different way, because everyone handlooms is like very outdated, but then like every other trendy outfit is made with using handlooms, and even the government is actually pushing a lot for handlooms. So I mean, what is the onus that you feel that you can do in terms of enlightening people to go for handlooms more and less for power loom?
See, ma'am, that way we have also started doing some work on that. Maybe our next collection, we are just focusing on handloom only. And we were thinking, even we were in that discussion only, that we will promote. We have two stores. So one store, maybe after an year, it will be purely for handlooms only. We are trying to connect the weavers. So this is our next project to promote the handlooms. And block print, yeah, we keep doing workshops also for like this block prints and all. So handloom and handcrafted products, because I am seeing everywhere this is losing. People are, they are always going for the lesser. Power loom and handloom, you cannot make out the difference.
Correct.
So we are trying to educate them. See, handloom is what you prefer, and giving some opportunity to our this old age craft. People are
Correct.
dying. I have seen in villages people are dying because they are not getting the work.
Yeah, we are
So
losing our artisans work, their
yes,
talent, which
yes,
is
yes,
so
ma'am.
unique.
Definitely, next few years, even I have appointed two designers also. One of them is purely into weaving, and she has lot of connections with the weavers, those things. So our next project is going to be purely for the handlooms only, and we have already started working on that. So to
Great.
promote the handloom and those weavers.
Nice to
Thank
know.
you.
Thank you
Thank
so
you,
much.
Lata. It was very enlightening questioning and also very interesting question because it's so important. Okay,
Thank
so
you.
do we have someone or this show should be okay? So Vaishali, I see you unmuting.
Uh, Hello, ma'am. Hello, Shikha, ma'am.
Hello, ma'am.
Thank you so much for giving the inputs about the dressing style and every psychology of color also, which is influencing our moods, right? So I just wanted to ask that how clothing choices reflect a person's identity, how it can influence the personality of a person, because sometimes I see most of the women I see are all like comfort also and some style also, but they don't want to change it also. So how can this make them aware about the it can influence your professional life also, or even the own identity also. So please.
So, ma'am,
Tell
that
me
is
about
that is the job we are doing as a designer. We are doing. Those who are coming to us, they want to change. They want some change in their life. So that is what is the major thing for a designer. So you want to change your style. You want to be more confident in your wearing styles. So
Yes.
that's how we suggest and we help them in doing. And I have seen a big difference in my customers. Those who have changed from this to this, though a little change only. So that is definitely that is the main job of a designer, ma'am. To
Yes,
give
that
confidence, to build confidence in the customers, because see, everyone cannot have that visualization that how you will look in wearing those clothes, but as a designer we can think, because that is our major qualification what we have done. So seeing a personality, seeing your taste, what change you want, that way what color choice you have, we everything we suggest.
So how do you decide the main personality through their dressing sense? Already they're seeing their dressing style. How do you decide that?
See,
What
ma'am,
kind of
we ask few questions to them. Uh,
okay.
okay. So basic thing, first or one or two times, we just try to understand when they are coming to us. But the third time when they are coming to us, we are so confident and we know a particular customer's choice, what changes she needs in her dressing. So as per one or two times, we keep observing them. And after that, we only suggest them that what will suit to your personality. And that's how we are retaining our customers for so long.
Right. Thank you so much, ma'am. Thank you. And if anybody else want to ask question, you can always send a question. And ma'am is not so far from my place, so we can always ask. So Kalavati, you are trying to unmute.
Yeah.
Very quick
Good
question.
afternoon. Yeah. Good afternoon. It was really an interesting session about clothing, dressing sense, and all, because it is very near to women's heart.
Yes, that is true, ma'am. That's what I'm saying. I feel so happy when I am around those colors and all those clothes, everything.
Because colors, as psychology, colorful things will add changes or
Like,
mood, and
yes,
it makes a day actually.
yes, yes, sir.
Dressing sense is very important in one's life. What I feel is we can make a difference
That is true, ma'am.
for others and for our own self. So I want to
Yes.
know is the store your store is at?
Yes, ma'am. I'll share, ma'am. You can ask ma'am. Ma'am can share, or I will share the link.
Would
Yes.
love
You can ask Geeta, ma'am. She knows.
I'll share in the group. We have a side interview group, and also in the description box of this video, we are going to share all the details of Shikha Fab. Okay. So, and more specifically, Shikha Kaushalji, I see you very closely sometimes here and there. So I see that, you know, that ethics and all that value system I saw. So then I chose you to be the speaker of this show, because we choose very carefully when we are taking this side interview. But I know that you work based on value system. So thank you so much for being with us and sharing the knowledge of you as a textile designer. And we look forward to having relationship with you again and again in future. Thank you so much and see you again, ma'am. Namaskar.
Thank you so much, ma'am, for giving me this honor. Thank you, ma'am. Thank you.
So we'll close the show here. Bye bye.
Okay.